Hey, what's up? I'm going to be showing you guys how to sweep today. And I don't mean the cheat sweeping. That's cheat sweeping, and it's because it's only using 3 strings. What I'm going to be showing you is 5-string sweeping. And before we get started, you want to learn the arpeggios. The 2 arpeggios that I'll be using today are D minor and the C major arpeggio. So first let's go over the D minor one real fast. On the A string, you'll be plucking the 17th fret, and I do it with my pinky. And then on the next string, you'll be plucking the 15th fret with your second finger, meaning your middle finger. On the next string, you'll be plucking the 14th fret with your index finger. On the B string, you'll be plucking the 15th fret with your second finger. And then on the bottom string, you'll actually be using 2 notes, the 13th fret with your index and the 17th with your pinky. And then you can do that in reverse too. Alright, so before I go over how to actually sweep with the technique with your right hand and with your left hand, first I want you to practice the arpeggio just with picking it. So you can go. And make sure you take it your own speed. It's really important that you take it your own speed. But yeah, just pick it. Don't worry about sweeping it. Don't worry about doing that. Just get used to doing the arpeggio first, so that you can get an idea of what it's supposed to feel like on your left hand. All right, and the next arpeggio we'll be learning is the C. You pluck the 15th fret on the A string using your pinky. 14th fret on the D. Using your third finger. 12th fret on the G using your index finger. Second finger on the 13th fret of the next string. And the 2 notes on the bottom string are 12 and 15. So first, make sure that you can plug it first before you do anything else. You want to make sure it's clean too. You don't want to go. You don't want it to sound weird and nasty. You want it to sound clean, almost as if it were played on an acoustic. So. So practice those arpeggios. Make sure you clean them up. Pause the video if you have to. Alright, and here's the next exercise. Starting from the A string, you just want to do a down, just a down pick like this. And the purpose for doing that exercise is to find the part of your right hand that mutes the strings. It's different for everybody. For me, it is this part of my thumb. It's my entire thumb. After I play the string, and yeah, you'll get a little bit of noise, but you don't want it to sound like this. Make sure you find the part of your hand that actually mutes the string while you're sweeping. And notice that my left hand is not up here, because that would be helping out a lot. You don't want that, because the left hand won't be helping you in this fashion when you're trying to sweep. So For some people, it is this part of your palm right here, that fleshy part. And for me, it's here. So I can do it the other way too, with just using that part. You can see that my thumb isn't actually touching the guitar. But I like to use my thumb, especially if you play like this instead of like this. You want to use the thumb. And the reason I'm not showing you how to do it when you go up like this, because it doesn't work like that with the right hand as much. It's much harder to do it. So what I actually do is I use my left hand to mute on the way up, so that when I'm and my left hand does that naturally, because after I play each arpeggio, the note stops. I don't go. It's and you just have to get used to sweeping. I don't do sweeping a lot. I do more of the fast kind of stuff. So of that and legatos and stuff. But if you want to do sweeping, you have to learn how to mute with your right hand and play the arpeggio with your left hand. That was the D minor one. Here's the C major one. I would recommend doing the D minor first, because you're only using 3 fingers. That is your first finger, second finger, and your pinky. With the major one, you have to use all of your fingers. As you can see, I can't do it perfect. Everybody messes it up. It's just practicing. I don't practice it a whole lot, but if you're really into the sweeping stuff, you just have to practice it. I don't practice it a lot, and I can still do it pretty well. Alright, and just remember that the concept of the 5-string sweeping is a lot like the 3-string sweeping. With the 3-string sweeping, whenever you're going down, you're not using your hand to go up. And I use that technique whenever I get all the way down to the bottom of my 5-string sweeping. Half of it up to the G string, I'm not actually picking. I only start picking when I get to the G string. Alright, and the key to making it slow is what I do is I just squeeze the pick harder if I want it to slow down. If I don't want it to be like, and more like, I have more control of the pick that way if I squeeze it. I know a lot of the times you're not supposed to squeeze the pick because you can lose it, but when you're sweeping and you want to do really slow sweeping and get it up to speed, I guess just firmly grasp it, as they like to say in SpongeBob. That's it. If you have any questions, email me and I can probably make another video on how to do it further. But this is a good start to practice on if you want to learn how to do sweeping. See ya.